It is about 10:30 p.m. on May 22nd, which means that Kylieskin, the skincare line by Kylie Jenner, launched this morning. And this is super exciting because it means we finally have access to the ingredients. And in today's video, before the night is over, I want to give you my thoughts and my recap on all of the products that are included in the $125 kit. I am going to be talking in depth about the walnut scrub, about the cleanser, about the vitamin C serum, and about the under eye cream in separate videos. So I'm planning to do a post on each one of these explaining every ingredient, how they work, why they're in there, or why they shouldn't be. And those videos are just gonna take a little longer to edit. So these are my unfiltered thoughts on the line in total. Again, I don't have them in my hand because they launched today, and as expected, they are totally sold out. So if anybody lives in the Bay Area, I might need to pay you to borrow some Kylieskin so that I can actually test it. But let's dive in and talk about the initial thoughts on this line. We're gonna start off with the cleanser. Is it any good? I am glad that Kylie made the cleanser sulfate-free, but unfortunately, the very first 3 ingredients are all foaming agents. They are all meant to just add bubbles to the skin, and as you go down the list, there are some ingredients in there that are decent, but something that we see across the line is that all of the good extracts that are marketed seem to be in very small amounts at the bottom. So again, it doesn't mean they don't work. It's just that there's such a small amount. Like, Kylie, you can afford to use higher levels of the good stuff. And then we see a lot of repeated ingredients, not only across the products, which is like, okay, well, what makes them that different? But not only across the products, but within products as well. For instance, you'll have 5 different ingredients that are giving an emollient feel. You'll have 4 different ingredients that are a preservative. You'll have 2 different ingredients, or like 3 or 4 different ingredients that are surfactants that help to combine oil and water. And going through them, I can understand why there are some things in there, but others I'm just like, is this necessary? Why do we need to add so many things? And Kylie, like, I get that this skincare line was supposed to be for everyone, but meaning that it's for everyone means that it does nothing super special or super well. And specifically, you know, the first 3 ingredients in the cleanser are just these foaming agents, surfactants, glycerin and glycerol are a little bit hydrating. The foaming cleanser, I don't think it would be that great at removing makeup. It'll definitely cleanse the skin. It'll definitely foam up. She claims that it's foamy and emollient. I'm sure that's true, but it'll wash your face. But there's really no treatment involved. And even the kiwi oil, it's just a little bit of omega-3. How much was that gonna do? There's more fragrance in there, I think. And then as I just look at this, I'm like, okay, well, will this even remove makeup? I know that in her marketing, she even said like, oh, I use my toner to remove the remainder of my makeup. It's like, oh, well, the ingredients in the toner explain why, because the toner looks like it would be better at removing makeup than the cleanser does. So again, cleanser looks like a decent thing to wash skin with. Nothing in there that's like totally terrifying, but again, we're gonna talk in detail over the next couple days about every single ingredient and what they do. But speaking of the toner, ooh, let's talk toners. I love that she says that it's alcohol-free. If you want to get technical, it's not alcohol-free. There are good alcohols and bad alcohols, some that are more drying, some that are actually more emollient, and they give a product slip or a nice feel. And she did include some ingredients in here that you could technically consider an alcohol, but again, they're the non-drying ones. The real thing that hits me here is that the toner has a ton of different oils, great oils. We're talking squalene, we're talking apricot oil, I think we see the kiwi oil in the toner again. These are amazing ingredients, but not for a toner. Put these in a serum or a moisturizer. In a toner, it's not really going to tone the skin. So the purpose of a toner is to balance the pH, you know, to tone and to make sure that your moisturizer and your serum penetrate better. It's literally prepping the skin to absorb whatever goodness is in that serum. This toner doesn't seem to do that. There are a bunch of oils in here, and again, she included surfactants, which mix together things like oil and water, basically 2 things that would never want to mix naturally, like oil and water. Doesn't matter how much you shake them, they never want to mix. A surfactant allows that to happen. So there is that, you know, you've got jojoba seed oil, you've got sweet almond oil. It looks like here that she also included squalene as like the second ingredient. Those are excellent, but oils don't really belong in toners. Oils might sit on top of the skin, they might nourish the skin, they might penetrate the skin. But if you have any AHA acid or any ingredient that's supposed to work in your serum or your moisturizer, the oils are going to block that from being absorbed and block that from happening. So I actually think the toner looks like a pretty cool product. I just wouldn't use it as a toner because it seems like it's more of a makeup remover. These oils are going to break down thick foundation better than any of those coconut-derived foaming agents that were being used in a cleanser. We do have some PEGs in here. Again, these add so much slip to the product. This does seem like a very emollient product. I noticed there's so many different both fragrances and emollients in every single product in the line. Again, a lot of crossover on some of those things. And fragrances, meaning naturally derived ones, there's ingredients here that can do double duty. But the toner is not bad until we talk about the walnut scrub. Oh, and the walnut scrub. Looking at the ingredients, I thought like maybe there's something in here to revive it. This is a walnut scrub. And as mentioned, walnuts are damaging to the skin. And it actually gets worse because there's an ingredient in here, a maple derivative that could actually cause the skin to burn. And then there's a salt, sodium hyaluronate, hyaluronic acid. That could actually burn the skin if you're creating micro tears and wounds and then putting a salt on it, unless the sodium hyaluronate is having some chemical reaction within this product that I'm not aware of so that it's no longer in salt form, but I don't think that's happening. So, the walnut scrub. You wanna fuck up your face? Be my guest. That's pretty much what it is. It's using walnut powder, but again, this walnut powder is not foolproof. Walnuts are jagged on the edges. They are a hard shell, not something soft or something emollient. They are hard, scratchy, and they can tear at the skin. Let's use the analogy of glass. If I have a piece of glass, just like my piece of walnut, it is scratchy. If I smash my walnut into a powder, what happens? If I smash my glass into a powder, what happens? I have glass powder. Should I rub that on my face? No. Should you rub your crushed walnut on your face? No. And she's using jojoba esters in some other products. Why could she not have used jojoba beads as a scrub? Scrubs, I get it. Some people like a physical exfoliant. I used and damaged my skin with physical exfoliants for years, but I get some people like that feeling. But you could use rice powder, you could use jojoba esters. There are so many eco-friendly options that you don't need to use freaking walnuts. Like, is this 2006? I don't think this is 2006. It's bad. I think it was like the only product on the website that was not sold out, and I was like, no. Again, it does have sodium hyaluronate, and then it also has, where is it, citrus, lemon extract, and an orange fruit extract. The thing is that both of these can cause irritation in the skin. They are natural, they are great, they're probably adding some fragrance, but they can cause irritation. And what happens if you shove lemon juice in an opened wound? That hurts. Or salts in an open wound? That hurts. Granted, walnuts usually provide micro tears, not major wounds, but it is just not a good idea. And then we do have, I'm trying to find it here. There was some sort of derivative from maple that was acting, it looked like, as an AHA acid. And again, an alpha hydroxy acid sugar maple extract. It's an AHA acid. It is water soluble. And why is it combined with oils in this product again? And then the micro tears from the walnuts, you don't want to be putting an acid into your open wounds, okay? And I get that she says it's powdered and you're supposed to wet your face first. I can't. That's probably like the worst. And well, the under eye cream is pretty bad too. Again, a video discussing the walnut scrub and every single ingredient and how they work together will be up as soon as I can film and edit it because it takes work. But next, let's go into the vitamin C serum. This was shocking. A stabilized form of vitamin C was used, and I am so flippin' happy about that. I am really impressed that it is stabilized. The second ingredient was, or a close, the third ingredient was glycerin, which is again glycerol. It can actually help with wound healing, which you're gonna need if you use the walnut scrub beforehand. We do have, again, a lot of these carbomers, things that aren't bad. I saw there weren't anything that had like, you know, toxicity reports on them, but a lot of these emollients that are just added over and over and over, and I'm like, why? There's green tea in this one, which is a great antioxidant, and she did use ferulic acid, which is phenomenal, especially when it's combined to vitamin C, because it does make it even more stabilized. So that is great, but for the price, there is a product that is cheaper and more effective from one of my favorite skincare lines. And again, we're gonna go through the ingredients step by step. It's cheaper by like $5. So yeah, the vitamin C serum is impressive. If Kylie made that or whoever made that, kudos. I'm so happy that a stabilized form of vitamin C was used. I'm so happy that it's suspended in glycerin. It looks pretty great. We've also got tocopherol acetate, aka vitamin E, so that could be really nice and soothing. It looks stable, but it could be cheaper and it could have been done a little better in my opinion. And again, there's some ingredients in here that I just don't think we need. Like, Kylie, why add so many things on top of each other? And again, she has the money to be able to do such amazing things that I'm disappointed. Like, we had potential here. And again, the walnut scrub, it's like, most people probably think that I hate Kylie. I don't hate her at all. My opinion on her is actually not even because of her, it's because of someone else. But if you want me to talk about that, I'm happy to. I actually don't even dislike her. But I am disappointed in this product. And I do have to say that, like, from a responsibility standpoint, making makeup is one thing. You're beautifying the skin, you're putting things on that people can experiment with. Clothing, whatever, you can put that on, take that off, explore different identities or different looks, that's fine. Even hair, launch some hair extensions, girl, launch some eco-friendly hair extensions or nail stuff. Skin is something that shouldn't be messed around with, and it can do real damage to people, especially who have different skin types. And there's not one size fits all, and especially seeing as Kylie probably has a demographic of young, impressionable followers who are probably going through acne, who are probably dealing with some skin issues. They don't just need a skincare line that's there to be consumed, which looks like what this is. They need something that's actually going to treat their skin or prep them for the future. And if this was like a really tame line, then fine. But like, especially the walnut scrub, like, there is a level of responsibility here that like, she's a mother. I have so much respect for that. That is responsibility. Take some of those things and apply them to a young teenage girl, or boy, or non-binary person, okay? Okay. That little caveat being said, let us move on to the moisturizer. This was actually a breath of fresh air as well. I was totally right on the ingredients. I just gotta toot my own horn for a second because it's like 11 p.m. and I'm tired. And I'm at that point. I was totally right about the dimethicone. We have a video debunking dimethicone if you wanna see it. We have that shea butter, really nice. This probably might suffocate the skin, so if there's someone with acne, should not probably use this product unless we know a little bit more about the composition of jojoba oil that is being used. We've got a lot of coconut derivatives, which again, could be fine, might not be if someone's dealing with acne. Some ingredients in here actually remind me of a foundation, just like a non-colored foundation, but in the feel of them. And then we do have some really great extracts, such as antioxidants, tocopherol, vitamin E, allobarbatus leaf juice, aloe vera. We've got some, again, sodium hyaluronate, which is the salt derivative of hyaluronic acid. We've got that kiwi seed oil, which is omega-3, which again, we're gonna talk about in detail because there's some things there that are not totally understood. And even a banana leaf extract. So again, that will all be in the deep dive video because this video is too long. More impressed with the moisturizer, seems really, really thick. And then we get to the eye cream. This is like a stick of glittery lip gloss that is crap that you smear under your eyes. And again, I don't know if I'm trying to toot my own horn or if I am just trying to make a point or if I'm just talking off the back of my hand or all six. I told you so. I told you there were gonna be some sort of glittery, sparkly ingredients in there that create a fake sense of under eye brightening. And it's true. It looked like we had some zinc oxide. It looks like we have some mica in there that is making the gold color of that under eye cream. The only thing is that that's a fake sense of under eye brightness. That's basically like under eye makeup. And if this was being launched as an under eye concealer or an under eye brightening highlighter, fine, but this is being launched as a skincare product. You actually need to deliver instead of just put on some glitter and pretend like you're gonna look okay. The other thing is that there were so many ingredients in this eye cream, and unfortunately that's kind of standard for the industry. The eye cream industry is one of the biggest places people get ripped off. $60 for an eye cream that will not work. So many eye creams are crap, and in the deep dive video I talk about some brands, 2 brands that actually create a decent product that is not crap. But it's hard to find a good eye cream, and this was no exception. Coconut derivatives, whatever. Shea butter. The thing is that this eye cream seemed so thick. The eye area is very delicate, and the skin under the eye is actually much thinner than the skin elsewhere on the body and even on the face. And so it needs a very special type of product that goes on there very, very gently and gets absorbed well so that it can work. Melia, the cause is not always related to cosmetics. There might be a correlation, but there is nothing that we can say is cause and effect with Melia and heavy products, but some users have experienced breakouts of Melia when using a heavy product. This product has so many ingredients and it looks way too heavy. We're talking glycerin, we're talking shea butter, we're talking tons of coconut alkalines, silicones, emollients, oh yeah, we do have dimethicone in there. Capryl glycol, so many skin conditioners, so many things. We don't need all of these. Surfactants, it seems like such a heavy, thick formula. And again, what's in there actually doing any good? It's some glitter that makes the under eyes look brighter. There is caffeine. Caffeine has been shown to be absorbed by the skin. People use it for under eye depuffing, but I don't think that under eye depuffing has actually been proven. Sounds good in theory, right? Like caffeine wakes me up, it'll wake up my eyes. Just because it sounds good in marketing doesn't mean it'll actually work. We do have a vitamin C there, which is great, and we do have some lactobacillus lysates, so that's dead bacteria, which is good for the face. I wouldn't be putting that as close to my eyes, especially because when you lyse bacteria, you can get different, the outcomes can be different, and we don't know what the outcome is here. We do have, again, that kiwi seed oil, which is great, but for the eye area, okay, is that too heavy? I don't know. And then we did have, yeah, the caffeine that's not totally proven, iron oxides, surfactants, you know, some things that are not technically terrible, but like some pomegranate fragrance, I wouldn't want fragrance that close to my eyes. And I know that she's saying that there's no fragrance in this, but like there are ingredients that act as a fragrance. You know, I could say that this is a lemon poppy seed cake. It smells like lemon. Oh, there's no fragrance in it, but the lemon naturally makes it smell like something, right? So, we're gonna do a deep dive because there are so many more ingredients in all of these products that I am not even going through. I'm still scrolling. There are so many ingredients, and I'm gonna get those videos up to you as soon as I can because your girl be tired, up since 5 a.m., but loves you lots. So another video on Kylieskin here, another video on things you might need to know. I love you so much. I hope this quick update, unedited, helps you out, and I cannot wait to see you in the deep dive videos. Set your reminders and your ding dong bells for them. Love you, butterflies. Bye.